In a turbulent intersection of business and government, recent court hearings have cast a shadow over Elon Musk's involvement with a controversial federal initiative known as the Department of Government Efficiency, or US DOGE. Presided over by Judge Theodore D. Chuang, the proceedings have stirred significant debate about the constitutional implications of Musk's role in shaping federal policy under the Trump administration. The unfolding drama highlights a broader struggle over the direction of American governance and the influence of private sector leaders on public agencies. During a 3-hour hearing held last Friday, Judge Chuang expressed skepticism over assertions from the Trump administration that Musk holds no formal position within DOGE. Government lawyers found themselves on the defensive as the judge noted the factually inaccurate claims about Musk's involvement in the agency's sweeping changes, which have included mass firings and the restructuring of federal agencies, particularly the U.S. Agency for International Development (USAID). Chuang pressed for clarity on who was truly in charge given the rapid dismantling of USAID's operations and its essential role in global humanitarian efforts. The lawsuit at the heart of this controversy was filed by 26 former and current employees of USAID who argue that Musk's influence is unconstitutional. They contend that he has taken on a de facto role as a principal officer of the government without the necessary presidential appointment or Senate confirmation, violating the Appointments Clause of the Constitution. Norm Eisen, one of the plaintiffs' lawyers, characterized Musk as the most powerful principal officer currently in the government alongside the president, pointing to the unprecedented authority wielded by Musk in directing federal operations without formal oversight. This legal challenge occurs against a backdrop of significant changes to federal employment and spending, which Musk is said to have spearheaded. Recent reports indicate that the Trump administration has initiated widespread layoffs and restructurings at USAID, leading to the termination of thousands of contracts and grants. In a particularly stark comment, Judge Chuang referenced Musk's own social media post, metaphorically describing the agency's overhaul as feeding USAID into the wood chipper, a remark that underscored the drastic nature of the changes being implemented. As the legal battle unfolds, public sentiment appears to be shifting against Musk. Protests erupted outside Tesla dealerships across the country in response to his actions, with demonstrators accusing him of undermining democratic processes and targeting essential government services. These protests, organized by various activist groups, aim to inflict economic pressure on Musk's enterprises by discouraging Tesla purchases. "We can impose direct economic damage on Tesla," said Nathan Phillips, a protester in Boston, as he rallied alongside others against Musk's perceived overreach in government affairs. The implications of this struggle extend beyond the courtroom and protest lines. The growing criticism of Musk's role in government reflects a broader unease with the increasing entanglement of private interests in public governance. Critics argue that this trend threatens the foundational principles of democracy, where elected officials should maintain oversight over federal operations. As the court continues to deliberate on the constitutional questions surrounding Musk's involvement with DOGE, observers are watching closely for the repercussions of these developments on both the administration's agenda and Musk's business empire. The coming weeks may reveal whether the judiciary can rein in what some see as an overreach of executive power, or if the current administration can continue reshaping the landscape of American governance without accountability. In this highly charged environment, the intersection of tech leadership and government policy will remain a focal point for debate and potential reform. In a high-stakes legal battle that intertwines government efficiency with the influence of one of the world's most polarizing figures, a federal judge has raised serious questions regarding Elon Musk's reported lack of formal involvement in the Department of Government Efficiency, also known as the DOGE service. The implications of the judge's skepticism may extend far beyond the courtroom, touching on the future of federal agencies and the management of taxpayer dollars. During a recent hearing in the U.S. District Court for the District of Maryland, Judge Theodore D. Chuang expressed doubt about the Trump administration's claims that Musk does not hold a formal position within the controversial task force. This skepticism emerged amidst a lawsuit filed by a group of current and former employees of the U.S. Agency for International Development USAID who allege that the operations of DOGE are unconstitutional due to Musk's unchecked authority and the significant downsizing of the agency. Musk's influence in the government has been a focal point of contention, particularly as the administration has moved to dismantle USAID, an agency crucial for managing humanitarian crises worldwide. Hundreds of employees have been laid off and the agency's future has been left uncertain. The plaintiffs argue that Musk's role in spearheading these initiatives, despite not being formally appointed by the president or approved by the Senate, constitutes a violation of the U.S. Constitution's Appointments Clause. Norm Eisen, a lawyer representing the plaintiffs, asserted, "Mr. Musk is the most powerful principal officer currently in the government alongside the president and one of the most powerful in our country's history." His co-counsel Mimi Marziani described Musk's role as a made-up position and characterized the DOGE service as a made-up superagency. This sentiment has resonated with many observers who see Musk's interventions as a dangerous precedent for executive overreach. The judge's probing during the hearing was pointed as he pressed government lawyers for clarity on who formally oversaw the task force. The government has been evasive, repeatedly asserting that Musk is not an employee of DOGE, while acknowledging that he has actively influenced its initiatives. Judge Chuang found it very suspicious that the administration could not provide definitive answers about the agency's leadership, prompting concerns over transparency and accountability. Musk's recent communications further complicate the narrative. An email sent by the Office of Personnel Management, which he claimed to have suggested mandated federal employees to list their accomplishments, a move interpreted by critics as an attempt to impose a culture of fear and inefficiency. The judge's reference to Musk's previous remark about feeding USAID into the woodchipper starkly illustrates the aggressive tactics employed by the administration to reshape government operations. As the legal proceedings unfold, the ramifications for USAID and the broader landscape of federal governance remain uncertain. The plaintiffs are seeking immediate relief from the court, requesting a halt to DOGE representatives' access to sensitive agency data, citing significant harm resulting from the abrupt changes in agency operations. Judge Chuang has yet to issue a ruling on this request, but the ongoing hearing has illuminated the precarious balance between government efficiency and constitutional integrity. In parallel developments, discussions around potential fiscal policies such as the issuance of $5,000 stimulus checks funded by savings attributed to DOGE's initiatives have sparked heated debate among economists and lawmakers. While President Trump and Musk have floated this idea, experts caution that the savings needed to support such payouts remain elusive, with many analysts deeming the proposal unrealistic. Critics assert that attempts to refund taxpayers could exacerbate inflation and further destabilize the economy. As public sentiment regarding DOGE continues to evolve, evident in recent polls showing 76% of Americans supporting the initiative, the intersection of technology, governance, and individual rights will likely remain at the forefront of national discourse. With the judiciary's scrutiny of Musk's role in government operations and the potential for far-reaching consequences for federal agencies, the coming weeks will be critical in shaping the future of public administration in the United States. Tesla's recent struggles offer a revealing glimpse into the broader challenges facing American corporations in a changing global landscape. Once a beacon of innovation and a front-runner in the electric vehicle market, Tesla is now grappling with a significant drop in its stock price, a decline in sales, and mounting public criticism directed at its CEO Elon Musk. From a post-election high of nearly $480, Tesla shares plummeted to below $282 this past week, prompting the American Federation of Teachers (AFT) to urge major investment firms to reconsider their stakes in the company. AFT President Randy Weingarten remarked that Tesla's stock is sinking faster than a Cybertruck in quicksand, underscoring the severity of the situation. The latest financial disclosures reveal a troubling trend: a 23% year-over-year decrease in operating income coupled with a significant drop in gross profit margins. Particularly concerning are the sales figures from California, traditionally a stronghold for electric vehicles, where Tesla's sales declined by 8% in the last quarter of 2024. In Germany, the situation is even bleaker, with sales plummeting nearly 60% year-over-year in January. Such declines signal not only a faltering brand but also a growing discontent among consumers, particularly in Europe, where political controversies surrounding Musk have exacerbated the backlash. Political implications play a significant role in Tesla's downturn. Musk's controversial statements and political alignments, notably his support for far-right parties, have alienated a portion of the customer base, especially in Europe. The backlash is evident, as seen in the protests targeting Tesla showrooms and a notable drop in consumer sentiment. According to analysts, Musk's actions have led to a tarnished brand image, which has diminished Tesla's pricing power and overall market presence. Moreover, while Tesla has positioned itself as a premium brand akin to Apple, the erosion of its cachet has raised questions about its long-term sustainability. The company's refusal to adapt pricing strategies in the face of fierce competition, particularly from Chinese automakers like BYD, which have successfully reduced costs through vertical integration and economies of scale, has further complicated matters. In contrast, Tesla's focus on maintaining a premium status has not translated into continued consumer loyalty, particularly as the market becomes increasingly crowded. Tesla's challenges also extend to its revenue model, particularly its reliance on selling emissions credits to other automakers. In 2024, Tesla generated $2.76 billion from these transactions, a figure that could be jeopardized if sales continue to decline. As European automakers scramble to meet carbon reduction targets, Tesla's ability to provide sufficient credits is coming under scrutiny. Analysts warn that if the company fails to sell enough vehicles, it may not have the credits needed to fulfill its obligations to partners like Stellantis and Ford. As Tesla navigates these tumultuous waters, it faces an uphill battle against both domestic and international competitors. The emergence of rival charging initiatives such as IONNA, a coalition formed by Mercedes-Benz, BMW, GM, and others, further threatens Tesla's dominance in the EV infrastructure space. The coalition plans to deploy 30,000 charging stations by 2030, posing a direct challenge to Tesla's previously unassailable market position. In light of these developments, the future of Tesla remains uncertain. The pressure from investment firms and consumer sentiment may prompt a re-evaluation of Musk's strategies and the overall direction of the company. With market analysts predicting further declines, a JP Morgan analyst has set a target price of $135 for Tesla. Investors are left to ponder whether the once revered automaker can reclaim its former glory, or if it will become a cautionary tale of overreach and misalignment with consumer values. As we look ahead, the intersection of corporate governance, political involvement, and consumer trust will likely shape the trajectory not only of Tesla but of American industry at large. The outcome will serve as a litmus test for how companies can adapt to a rapidly evolving marketplace while maintaining their core principles and reputations in the eyes of consumers. The space industry continues to accelerate at an unprecedented pace, particularly at Florida's Cape Canaveral, where a series of ambitious rocket launches are set to unfold in the coming weeks. With 19 orbital rockets launched in just the first 2 months of 2025. The Eastern Range is on track to surpass last year's record of 93 annual liftoffs. This momentum reflects not only the growing capabilities of private aerospace companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin, but also the expanding role of national space agencies like NASA in pushing the boundaries of exploration. Among the highlights of the upcoming launch schedule is SpaceX's Crew 10 mission slated for March 12. This mission will see astronauts embark on a long-duration stay aboard the International Space Station ISS, marking another significant milestone in NASA's partnership with the private sector. Scheduled for liftoff at 7:48 p.m. from Pad 39A at Kennedy Space Center, the Crew 10 mission underscores the increasing reliance on commercial entities to transport personnel to and from the ISS. This collaboration is crucial for maintaining human presence in low Earth orbit, said a NASA spokesperson.
Additionally, SpaceX's Starlink constellation continues to expand,
with a Falcon 9 rocket scheduled to launch a fresh batch of satellites on March 5. This mission will deploy 21 Starlink satellites, 13 of which are equipped for direct-to-cell capabilities, thereby enhancing global internet coverage.
The launch is set for between 1 a.m. and 5:31 a.m. from Launch Complex 40.
The success of these missions is critical as SpaceX aims to improve global broadband access, especially in underserved areas.
Meanwhile, the United Launch Alliance ULA is gearing up for its USSF-106 national security mission, although the exact launch date remains to be announced. This mission will utilize ULA's new Vulcan rocket, a significant step in advancing the United States' capabilities in secure space operations. The Vulcan rocket represents a new era for ULA, combining cutting-edge technology with enhanced reliability, noted a ULA representative. Another noteworthy upcoming mission is Blue Origin's New Glenn rocket, which will launch NASA's Escapade mission to Mars.
This mission aims to explore the Martian moons Phobos and Deimos, providing valuable insights into the red planet's history. The launch window is still to be determined, but it is anticipated to generate significant excitement as interest in Mars exploration grows. On the forefront of SpaceX's endeavors is the highly anticipated Starship Flight 8, set to launch on March 3. Following a setback during Flight 7 which resulted in the loss of Ship 33, SpaceX is focused on rectifying the anomalies that led to that incident. The upcoming flight will attempt the third successful booster catch while aiming for a controlled splashdown of Ship 34 in the Indian Ocean. This flight is pivotal for validating our systems and ensuring the reliability of future missions, commented SpaceX engineers. The trajectory for Flight 8 will mirror that of its predecessor,
with a larger hazard zone in place due to recent developments.
The FAA has granted SpaceX the green light to proceed with this mission, having completed a comprehensive safety review. This regulatory nod underscores the importance of safety and reliability as SpaceX pushes forward with its ambitious goals. As the spring launch schedule unfolds at Cape Canaveral, the excitement within the aerospace community is palpable. Each mission not only contributes to the ongoing development of technology and exploration but also serves as a reminder of the collaborative efforts between government agencies and private companies. As these launches approach, the world watches closely, eager to see how they will shape the future of space travel and exploration. With numerous missions planned, the coming months promise to be a thrilling chapter in humanity's quest to explore the cosmos and the ever-evolving landscape of social media. Few figures incite as much fervor as Elon Musk. The billionaire entrepreneur, known for his ventures in electric vehicles and space exploration, has adeptly harnessed internet slang to cultivate a vast online following that numbers over 200 million. Yet as he pushes the boundaries of communication and influence, questions arise about the sustainability of this approach, particularly as he navigates a politically charged environment. Musk's utilization of internet vernacular, a tapestry woven with memes, slang and cultural references, serves not only to engage his audience but also to solidify his identity as a voice of a particular demographic. A notable example is his invocation of DOGE, a term originating from an internet meme featuring a Shiba Inu that has since become synonymous with a cryptocurrency. This quirky reference is emblematic of Musk's broader strategy to resonate with a community that often feels alienated by traditional media narratives. His tweets, laden with phrases like based and epic, echo the sentiments of a generation raised on internet culture, fostering a sense of camaraderie among his supporters. Yet this approach has its limitations. Critics argue that Musk's reliance on dated internet slang may distance him from younger audiences who are gravitating toward fresher, more relevant lexicons. As internet culture evolves at a breakneck pace, phrases that once seemed relatable can quickly become archaic. This disconnect was palpable during Musk's recent appearance at a conservative political conference, where some fans expressed discomfort with his seemingly outdated references. Elon Musk fell off low-key, one user lamented, highlighting the potential pitfalls of clinging too tightly to a nostalgic internet past.
Musk's online persona is not merely a reflection of his personal beliefs but a calculated effort to galvanize support for his initiatives, including his controversial push for what he describes as the Department of Government Efficiency. By framing his mission in the language of gaming and conquest, he positions himself as a disruptor in a landscape he perceives as overly bureaucratic and woke. This rhetoric resonates with a segment of his fan base that shares his skepticism of authority, echoing sentiments reminiscent of the early days of gamer culture and the backlash against perceived progressive overreach. However, Musk's engagement with political discourse has not been without backlash. Recently, he drew fire for his remarks regarding Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, characterizing his continued resistance against Russia as cruel and inhumane. This statement plays into a broader narrative of dwindling American support for Ukraine, which Musk highlighted by referencing a CNN report indicating a significant drop in public confidence in Zelensky. Such comments underscore the complexity of Musk's role as both a tech titan and an influential commentator on global affairs. Moreover, Musk's frenetic tweeting habits reveal insights into his personal struggles, particularly concerning sleep. Recent analyses suggest that his erratic posting patterns correspond with diminishing sleep, raising concerns about the long-term impact of his self-imposed schedule on his health and decision-making. Describing his own insomnia, Musk has previously acknowledged the toll it takes on his mental acuity, yet he continues to propagate a culture of relentless work, reportedly imposing similar demands on his staff. As Musk's influence continues to shape both the tech industry and political discourse, observers will be keenly watching how his communication style evolves. Will he adapt to the shifting tides of internet culture? Or will he remain steadfast in his nostalgic embrace of early internet lexicon? The answers to these questions may very well dictate not only his personal brand but also the trajectory of his endeavors in an increasingly polarized society. As 2025 unfolds, the implications of Musk's strategies will undoubtedly reverberate across social media, politics, and beyond, challenging both supporters and critics to re-evaluate their perceptions of this enigmatic figure. Elon Musk, the billionaire entrepreneur known for his groundbreaking ventures in technology and space, has once again captured the public's imagination, not through his companies like Tesla and SpaceX but through his personal life. Recently, Musk and Neuralink executive Siobhan Zilis announced the birth of their fourth child together, named Sheldon Lycurgus. The announcement made by Zilis on social media sparked a flurry of curiosity surrounding the unique name and its origins, as well as the implications of Musk's expanding family. Sheldon Lycurgus is Musk's 14th child, and Zilis celebrated the occasion by sharing a heartfelt message on X, formerly Twitter, stating, "Discussed with Elon, and in light of beautiful Arcadia's birthday, we felt it was better to also just share directly about our wonderful and incredible son Sheldon Lycurgus. Built like a juggernaut with a solid heart of gold. Love him so much." The playful and distinctive naming conventions often employed by Musk have led to intense speculation. Many believe that Sheldon may reference Hari Seldon, a character from Isaac Asimov's influential Foundation series, while Lycurgus refers to the ancient Spartan lawgiver known for shaping the governance of Sparta. The birth of Sheldon Lycurgus comes at a time when Musk's ventures in technology, particularly in the field of neurotechnology through Neuralink, are making headlines. Neuralink, founded with the vision of bridging human brains with computers, aims to provide solutions for individuals with neurological impairments. One of its most notable recipients is Nolan Arbaugh, who became the first human to receive a Neuralink brain-machine interface implant. Arbaugh's experience has opened discussions about the ethical implications and potential benefits of such technology, particularly in enhancing quality of life for individuals with disabilities. Arbaugh's journey with Neuralink has been deeply intertwined with his faith and personal beliefs. In a recent interview, he reflected on the significance of becoming the first human recipient of the device, which he affectionately named Eve. He expressed both excitement and caution regarding the technology's potential to change lives, while also raising concerns about ethical boundaries, data privacy, and the risks of cybernetic enhancements. "I believe that cybernetic enhancement is really fascinating," Arbaugh stated. recognizing the dual-edged nature of such advancements.
As Musk's personal life becomes more entwined with his professional pursuits, the implications of his decisions resonate beyond the tech industry. His partnership with Zeelis and the unique names they choose for their children serve as a reflection of Musk's unconventional approach to life, blending innovation and personal expression. The curiosity surrounding Selden Lycurgus is emblematic of the broader intrigue that Musk commands as he continues to challenge societal norms through both his familial choices and his groundbreaking technologies. Looking ahead, the convergence of Musk's personal narrative with his professional ambitions raises important questions about the future of technology and ethics. As Neuralink advances its mission to unlock human potential and tackle neurological challenges, the dialogue surrounding the intersection of faith, technology, and humanity is likely to grow even more pertinent with each new development. Whether in Musk's family or his companies, the world watches closely, eager to see how these stories unfold and shape the future.